I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 11 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big
blitz coming, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Ebron caught left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Allen firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
To throw, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Allen again. It's complete to Diggs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Throwing is Allen on third. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, Rivers. Ebron with it over the middle. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On play action, Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready, block the team. Mike 58 right there. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll throw again. Rivers looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, and that's complete to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now. Going to throw again. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rivers now from the 50. And this is going to be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. DeForest Buckner in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen, it's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it, it's Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Short little throw to Ebron. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is Hines. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Rivers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Mack. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers. Bryant has it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Allen now on 1st down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Rivers. Complete to Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
You got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
58, come on. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Allen going to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. The Patriots still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And here's Allen off the bootleg. Got a man, it's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down with Singletary. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Off the bootleg, Allen. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Offense.
That one goes against Dion Dawkins. So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point of our player's spotlight now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Funches has it complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just outside his own goal line. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweat.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darius Leonard came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Bullock's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw, Rivers to the right side to Eric Ebron. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Black 15! Mike 49. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. Ebron with it over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got it to Hilton.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Stay there. Stay there. 380. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Steelers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
We got this.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me that. Here we go.
To the air, Allen. And that's complete to Brown. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
50, round 80! Check 53. What we got?
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
Keep playing hard.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
He got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, Singletary. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. They go right back to Singletary. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up and they tend to play well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
All right, 190. Mike, 49. Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. From the 41, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Now a carry from Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That one complete to Yeldon. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie it.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point,
John Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down 20-17, a minute 46 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got.
He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Black 15! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Motion, block!
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
So a big one coming now for Giorgio Tavecchio. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Back to throw. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Allen. And John Brown's got it, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And Diggs has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Bills send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. This is Mack on the counter, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Exit.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rivers. It's caught by Funchess. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. From the gun, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with Mack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's his 2nd missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did that. Put together a drive and seal the deal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey. 4 down.
Allen to throw again. Man, it's Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Allen now looks to throw. He finds Yeldon. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Bills have taken the lead. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them.